In today's modern world, mental health and stress are concepts receiving increasing attention. We hear about them often, but not everyone understands their root causes or how to cope effectively. This video will delve into the factors behind these issues from biology to environment and then offer practical, manageable treatments and strategies to help you live a fuller life. Join us on this journey of understanding and healing. Mental health is not merely the absence of mental illness. It is a state of overall well-being that allows each person to realize their potential, cope with the ordinary stresses of life, work productively, and contribute to the community. Stress, by contrast, is the body's natural response to pressure or challenges. It can be positive when it spurs us to act, but becomes harmful when it is prolonged and exceeds our capacity to cope amid the pressures of modern life. Recognizing and understanding the causes of declining mental health and rising stress is essential. We will analyze internal factors within the body as well as external environmental influences to gain the most comprehensive view. From there, the video will point to concrete directions for effective treatment and management. One core cause of mental health problems is biological. Genetics play a significant role. If your family has a history of conditions such as depression, bipolar disorder, or schizophrenia, your own risk is higher. Genes do not determine destiny, but they do create a degree of vulnerability to other factors beyond genetics. Imbalances in brain neurotransmitters such as serotonin, dopamine, and norepinephrine are a major factor. These chemicals regulate mood, sleep, energy, and many other functions. When their levels are disrupted, serious mood or anxiety disorders can arise and may require medical intervention. Childhood environment profoundly shapes later mental health. Traumatic experiences, physical, sexual, or emotional abuse, or witnessing domestic violence can leave deep psychological scars. Such injuries may lead to post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, depression, or chronic anxiety in adulthood. Neglect or emotional deprivation by caregivers in early years also weakens a child's psychological foundation. An unsafe or unsupportive environment without consistent love and care can foster unhealthy attachment patterns and difficulties in emotion regulation, affecting relationships and adaptability later on. Social factors such as poverty, economic inequality, and discrimination are powerful drivers of mental health decline. Ongoing financial strain, limited access to education and health care, and persistent insecurity create chronic stress, often resulting in anxiety and depression. Feeling excluded or stigmatized damages self-esteem and belonging, fueling social isolation. Social isolation, whether voluntary or not, is itself a significant risk factor. Lacking meaningful relationships and support networks can leave individuals feeling alone and misunderstood. In today's world, despite many ways to connect, loneliness remains common and harms psychological well-being. On the psychological side, negative thinking patterns and poor coping skills can worsen mental health problems. People prone to pessimism, harsh self-criticism, or excessive worry are more likely to fall into cycles of depression and anxiety. How we interpret events largely determines our emotional responses. Personality traits such as perfectionism, high sensitivity, or avoidance can also raise the risk of mental disorders. Self-imposed pressure to be flawless or constant fear of judgment can lead to chronic stress and burnout, seriously diminishing day-to-day quality of life. An unbalanced lifestyle is another major contributor. Unhealthy diet, lack of physical activity, and especially severe sleep deprivation disrupt the body's circadian rhythms and impair brain function. Overuse of substances, alcohol, tobacco, or other drugs further weakens the nervous system and triggers psychological problems. Insufficient or poor quality sleep is a common driver of stress and mental health issues. Sleep is when the brain and body recover. Without it, concentration, memory, and emotional regulation deteriorate, leading to irritability, anxiety, and even depression. High-pressure work and study environments are frequent sources of stress and burnout. Heavy workloads, tight deadlines, fierce competition, and toxic cultures create chronic strain. Students face academic pressure, exams, and expectations from family and peers, all of which strongly affect mental health. Burnout is not ordinary fatigue, it is a state of physical and mental exhaustion caused by prolonged stress related to work or study. Symptoms include demotivation, cynicism, reduced performance, and emotional detachment. It must be recognized and addressed early to prevent more serious consequences. Turning to the causes of stress specifically, we cannot ignore major life events. Bereavement, divorce, job loss, or moving house are significant changes that demand high adaptability. They often bring feelings of loss, instability, and uncertainty, causing considerable and lasting stress. Even positive events, marriage, childbirth, promotion, can be stressful. Though joyful, they introduce new responsibilities and role changes requiring adjustment. Change, whether good or bad, is inherently a potential source of stress. Not only major events, but also daily hassles can accumulate and generate significant stress. Morning traffic, delays, minor conflicts with coworkers or loved ones, unpaid bills. Individually, they may seem trivial, but together and over time, they erode our energy and peace of mind. Everyday pressure from work or study is a common stressor. Rushed deadlines, overwhelming workloads, high expectations from supervisors or teachers, and feelings of inadequacy can lead to chronic stress. Inability to balance work and personal life is also a critical factor. Financial strain is one of the leading causes of stress. Worries about money, debt, job insecurity, or covering essential living costs create immense psychological pressure. Economic instability can make people feel powerless and fearful of the future. Affecting all aspects of life, financial insecurity can trigger a domino effect elsewhere, disrupting sleep, relationships, and focus at work. Prolonged money stress not only increases anxiety but can lead to depression and other anxiety disorders, often requiring targeted support and solutions. Relationship difficulties are another major source of stress. Conflicts with friends, family, or partners, loneliness, or the absence of supportive relationships undermine mental health. Toxic, conflict-ridden, or disrespectful relationships inflict deeper, longer-lasting harm. Lack of social connection and the feeling of isolation, even while surrounded by people, can lead to emptiness and sadness. Humans are social beings who need interaction and understanding. When those needs go unmet, stress and unhappiness rise, reducing our capacity to enjoy life. Chronic physical health problems also cause stress and affect mental health. Living with illness, ongoing pain, or physical limitations can produce helplessness, anxiety about the future, and depression. Long-term treatments add another heavy burden. When physical health declines, participation in beloved activities or even maintaining employment can suffer. This brings financial stress and damages self-esteem and self-worth. The tight link between body and mind means we must care for both comprehensively. When stress and mental health issues are not managed, they can seriously impact the body. Headaches, muscle pain, digestive problems, palpitations, and weakened immunity. Chronic stress may lead to hypertension, cardiovascular disease, and type 2 diabetes. Emotionally and cognitively, those struggling with mental health often face persistent anxiety, sadness, irritability, and loss of interest in once enjoyed activities. Concentration and memory decline, decision-making becomes harder, and negative or obsessive thoughts intrude, undermining work and study performance. Mental health challenges also bring behavioral changes. Some people withdraw, avoid social contact, or neglect work or studies. Others may cope by overusing substances, overeating, or engaging in self-destructive behaviors. Recognizing these changes is the first step towards seeking help. Fortunately, there are many effective treatments and management strategies. For serious problems, professional help is essential. Psychotherapies such as cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, and dialectical behavior therapy, DBT, help individuals change unhelpful thoughts and behaviors and develop new coping skills. In some cases, psychiatrist-prescribed medications are necessary to rebalance brain neurotransmitters. Antidepressants and anti-anxiety medications can reduce symptoms and create conditions in which therapy can work best. It is important to follow the treatment plan and attend regular follow-ups alongside clinical care. Lifestyle changes play a crucial role in managing mental health and stress. Regular exercise, even a gentle daily walk, releases endorphins, improves mood, and reduces stress. A balanced, nutrient-rich diet supports brain function and steady energy. Adequate, high-quality sleep is indispensable. Build healthy sleep habits. Avoid stimulants before bed and make your bedroom quiet and dark. Sleep acts as a recharge for the brain, strengthening your ability to handle daily stress, meditation, and relaxation. Techniques are powerful tools for stress reduction. Mindfulness meditation helps us stay present and reduces anxious rumination about the past or future. Deep breathing exercises, yoga, and stretching calm the nervous system, lower heart rate and blood pressure, and cultivate a sense of peace. Building and maintaining a social support network is vital. Spending time with friends, family, and loved ones creates connection, understanding, and mutual support. Sharing difficulties with someone you trust can lighten psychological burdens and bring helpful advice, reminding you that you're not alone. Finally, don't overlook the importance of self-care. Make time for personal interests, set healthy boundaries at work and in relationships, and learn to say no when needed. Effective time management and avoiding overcommitment significantly reduce pressure. Self-care is not selfish, it is necessary for overall health. We have explored the complex causes of mental health problems and stress, along with a range of treatment and management options. Remember, seeking help is not a sign of weakness, it is a courageous and necessary step. Don't hesitate to reach out to professionals or trusted people when you need support. Your mental health deserves attention and care.